Today, we're going to talk about children. I have this quote that says, life is all about brainwashing the next generation. But then, the best way to brainwash them is through love and light. Not belittle them because you're then sucking off their energy. We're only labeling things we do not understand, things we feel like are not conforming to our understandings and societal norms and standards. Never impose. Just watch and guide. So it means that you've just eaten more food than what the baby has eaten. Otherwise, internally, you are equal. You're of the same age. Why would you teach a soul that still remembers what it's here for? Been brought up with so much pressure on our shoulders that we're supposed to change and break generational curses. Hello, elements. I hope you guys are good. It's a Friday once again, and we're back. Okay. Today I'm at home. I just came here to rest a bit, just take a breather, a little bit of a break from life, and then maybe restart and resume and just get away from the city life and just come here and just breathe and chill and take a break, right? Okay. So today we're going to talk about children. Okay, what are children? Children are souls entrapped in a carbonated body, which is sometimes called the flesh, right? The flesh, not the flesh. In a flesh, a tiny flesh, because flesh is what we accumulate as we grow in this physical realm, right? So the flesh gets bigger as you get older, but the soul doesn't expand, right? So it means that as we get older, the souls remain the same, but then the bodies get bigger, which means we then become more physically inclined than spiritually inclined, right? So babies are more spiritually inclined than adults, right? For newcomers, welcome to the Element page or channel. Here we address and talk about very controversial issues. This day you might agree with what I'm saying and be my friend and love me dearly, but then on my next video I might be your worst enemy in such a way that you disagree with everything I say to an extent that we become nemesis. But then I'm not here to make buddies. I'm here to state my truth, my kind of truth, my theories, my beliefs, right? My truth is my truth and your truth is your truth. We can never have the same truth because we're different people and we're entitled to our own different opinions, right? Exactly. So I feel like the way we guide, because Sadhguru, again I'm quoting the great Sadhguru. The great Sadhguru normally says that you can never raise a human being. You raise livestock and plants, not a human being. A human being is nurtured, right? But then I feel like a human being is guided, right? You guide them according to your own beliefs, right? I have this quote that says, life is all about brainwashing the next generation. But then, the best way to brainwash them is through love and light, right? So, which means that every human being on this planet was brainwashed by their immediate guardian or parent or environmental factors. So the best way to do this is to brainwash the next generation with love and light, right? So which it means that you guide them, you brainwash them the best way you believe is possible, right? This race, the human race, is guiding they are young, they are young ones in towards the wrong route. We decided to shift from the animalistic behavior and opted for what we believed was civilized, right? But then we're doing it wrong. I believe that we're doing it wrong, right? So what I believe, listen to this, it's what I believe. Your opinion is your opinion and your beliefs are yours. It's okay. You're entitled to your own opinions and beliefs. But then right now you're watching my channel, my video, right? So what I think is what we should be doing is a child should never be scolded. Why would you scold a soul that is equivalent to your own soul, which means that you're lacking respect, right? So address them just like you would address your equal, right? Do not address them, do not belittle them, because you're then sucking off their energy, right? I will talk about energy. I know I'm still promising you a video on energy. It's not that I'm just trying to orient myself in a perfect way so that I do not fumble this, because energy is extremely diverse, because energy is just what this thing, this illusion called life is supported or based around. So in short, when I'm addressing energy, I'm supposed to be addressing life itself, so that's not to be taken lightly, right? Okay, so you are sucking off the child's energy and then gaining it unto yourself, right? So that you can feel power, because apparently this human race thing is all about power, harvesting power from other people so that you're more powerful than them. And that apparently gives human beings happiness in a way. But then we'll talk about that in another video. Today we're talking about children. Okay, so you are you are depleting their energy and gaining it for yourself, which means that you have surplus energy which you don't even need, right? It's selfishness, it's greed in a way, right? So what I'm trying to say is we should talk to them like we're addressing our equals as adults, right? And never scold them. Why would you do that? And never spank them. Why would you spank a child? Because a child is ears. They have a processing power, a brain just like yours. So it means that if you can just address them the same way you address your equal, they'll hear and do as you've instructed them to do, right? And forget about these things saying, oh, my baby is too hyper, blah blah blah, ADHD, this and this and that. Again, I'm saying this in most of my videos and I'm going to address it again. I do not believe in these disorders. I believe that if we can study a human being up until to the level whereby we understand the soul, we can come up with an answer. And I'm 80% sure that the answer will be our souls are different. We're only labeling things we do not understand, things we feel like are not conforming to our understandings and societal norms and standards, right? Just because a baby is acting different than this other baby doesn't mean that they're abnormal or they're crippled or handicapped or naughty, right? They're just acting because they have this different kind of soul that wants a different kind of thing than what you are giving it, right? Which means that this children, again, I'm going to say this, but then I addressed it in my previous video labeled the soul. Children are still remembering their life purpose. So forcing them to do your life purpose is not ideal for them. Hence, they will then tend to rebel against you because they know what they're here to do, but then you're directing them or guiding them towards the wrong direction. You're taking the wrong route. Hence, they will rebel because you are lost and taking them along with you. So they will rebel. So the best way to do is just look at your child, understand what they're doing, try to guide them towards their interests in life, try to guide them towards their want, but then making sure that they do not get ingested by the physical realm in the process, because we as adults are more experienced in the physical realm than we are in the spiritual realm, and they are more experienced in the spiritual realm than they are in the physical realm, right? So if we can if this generation, I'm talking to the 90s babies now, because the 90s babies are now the ones having babies, right? So the 80s, 90s, right? Now I'm talking to you because we are a lost cause. Our parents tried their highest best to guide us the best way possible, but then it was their time. Now it's our time to do what's right with the soul, right? It's the Aquarius era. I will talk about it in another video. But then this era is all about nurturing the soul, right? So let's try to do it the best way possible. Yes, even our babies will blame us for things we did wrong during our time, but then it will be a different time then than it is now. Just like we're blaming our parents for inflicting traumas upon us, right? What we do, what is supposed to be done is let your baby do whatever they like, observe them, give them time. Just take at least 2 hours off your phone and study your baby, study your child, understand what they are, understand their likes and dislikes, right? Understand their weaknesses and strong points, right? Understand their beliefs and philosophies, because even a 2-year old, even a 6-month-old baby has already developed certain beliefs, right? Some believe that the ant is better than a snake. You'd see a baby running away from an ant but then waving at a snake, right? So it means that they've already developed certain beliefs, right? So if we just take time off our phones and actually spend more time with our children, you'd see what I'm talking about. So if the baby likes music, is good in music, nurture that. Do not force them into basketball because it's what you like, right? If they love music, give them music and expose them to a lot of things. Expose them to swimming, expose them to basketball, expose them to these other things, and then you'll see what they prefer, right? Spend time with them, understand, guide them, right? Just be there. Do not impose your beliefs. Just be there to be a fly on the wall and guide them towards what you believe will not harm them physically, but then never come in the way, never impose. Just watch and guide, right? Even with the school system, I'm addressing the school system in one of my previous video, the element eras. You can check them. With those videos, I'm addressing the school system that we shouldn't impose this thing called teacher. It shouldn't be called a teacher. Why? Because why are you teaching things on a soul that is your equal, that is in your level? Because we're the same soul, just that you've accumulated more flesh, you've eaten more food than what the baby has eaten. Because flesh is made up of food. It's the food you've eaten in this life you've been on earth. So it means that you've just eaten more food than what the baby has eaten. Otherwise, internally, you are equal. You are of the same age. So why would you teach a soul that is even more knowledgeable than yours? Because you've eaten more food, your soul is better, stagnant, stunted, and really tiny and dumb, right? Right? So why would you teach a soul that still remembers what it's here for? You just keep quiet, chill, take a chill pill. Keep quiet and watch what this soul has to offer, because it still remembers. It has a lot of secrets of the universe, a lot of things. You just have to learn from these babies, from these children. So in my past video, the element era, I'm saying that why don't we instead harvest their knowledge and then develop it further in the physical realm? Listen to what they have to say, what we think is imagination and being a child, just still being playful and all that. Let's take whatever they're saying and suggesting and then develop it into what we feel like is the science of the physical realm, to better understand whatever we need to know about the universe. Because frankly speaking, we're not doing the universe, and especially the earth, justice. I will talk about the universe in another video, but then today I'm just going to summarize that. Are you really happy about what we're doing to the universe, especially the earth? What degrading it, we're making too much noise, we're evolving towards the wrong direction, we're polluting it, we're creating rockets and spaceship to study it. What would you do? How would you feel if your own cells were to create artificial intelligence inside your body? You'd then introduce chemotherapy because that would develop into cancer because it's not natural. The cells are rapidly multiplying and introducing artificial information in your body, resulting to infections and cancers, right? So that's what you're doing to the universe. That's what we are doing to the universe, right? But then I'll talk about that in another video. But then what I'm trying to say is, as these adults, the people who've ingested a lot of carbon, we're not doing the universe justice. So why not listen to these people who know exactly what they are here to do, then further develop it into what we can perfectly understand, right? That's what I'm saying. The school system should be like that. We shouldn't be imposing information on these children. Instead, we should be listening. Let them teach us what they know. Let us harvest information from their imagination, right? Exactly. Babies are so playful and still happy and all that. The more you grow is the more you learn and accumulate certain beliefs and superstitions which create a certain adult. You accumulate traumas and all that, leading to anxieties and depression. You can never see a baby with depression because they're still excited, they're still happy. They know exactly what they're here to do because they know that they are here to be happy and be human beings. Do not do. Why are we forcing matters, trying by all means to accumulate material wealth and all that? Why can't we just be happy as we are? So in short, I'm trying to say that is we've accumulated so many traumas in our environments and all that. To say that we've become bitter adults, right? So I'm trying to say that let's let our babies be babies, right? Let's let them play. Let's remove these traumas. Us as babies, especially the 90s and the 80s babies, our parents had put so much pressure on us that we're supposed to grow up and take care, especially in Africa, we're supposed to grow up, have money and take care of the family, have or accumulate material worth which the family was not able to accumulate. So there's this much pressure that I have to be a doctor so that I can accumulate so much wealth in such a way that I can go back home and rebuild my parents' house or my parents' this and that, right? So we've been brought up with so much pressure on our shoulders that we're supposed to change and break generational curses instantly, just like that. It's impossible. This generational curse thing is supposed to take generations and generation, gradually, especially in Africa. Africans have been through so much, so that this thing cannot be corrected in a blink of an eye, right? So these 90s babies have been put so much pressure that it's expected of them to just break these generational curses in just a lifetime. Just the 90s generation by itself, it's impossible. It's impossible. So what I'm trying to say is, let's let our children be children. Let's not put pressure on them. Let's just observe them and let them grow at their own pace and at their own time. Let's not expect baby A to be the same as baby B. Let's let baby A be baby A as it is baby A. And stop putting labels on them that, oh, they're naughty, oh, they're just having ADHD, oh, they're just hyper. No, they're just being baby A. And baby B, stop blaming baby B that oh, baby B is such a good baby, oh, he's such a great baby, oh, he's better than baby A. No, it's just being baby B. Baby A has their own good and bad qualities. Baby B has also their own good and bad qualities. So let's not compare them and let's not expect anything of them. Let's just let them grow and guide them without imposing any beliefs. Let's just let them be, even if you feel like, oh my God, no, I do not believe in this. No, it's not your soul to live by. Focus on your soul and make that soul better the best way you can. And then guide this soul before you, right? So what I'm trying to say is, let's not impose anything on baby. Let's just let them be, because traumas are accumulated because of what their parents do, of what the environment is inflicting on them, of what is happening around them. Then they develop traumas, which then lead to depression and anxiety as they get bigger and older. Right. It's just what I was here to say today, that let's not impose anything on children. Let's just listen to what they have to offer, to what they're bringing forth to this physical realm from the spiritual realm, without imposing anything, any beliefs, any knowledges, or anything we know on them. Let's just let them be. Let them live their lives as freely as they possibly can. Let's just let them fly freely like butterflies, but guide them to what we believe is right. What I'm trying to say is, let's brainwash the next generation with love and light. That's just what I was here to say today, elements, that love and light all the way. You could never go wrong with love and light. Anything you do in this world, if there is love and light, you can never go wrong. Love you, elements. Good day.